Hi, welcome to Teach With Me. I am Miss Jen. Today we are going to be making the next picture in our A to Z directed draw. Today we're drawing a helicopter and doing the writing that goes with it. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. Kindergartners can absolutely do this. You need printer paper, a felt tip pen or a marker, and crayons. Let's get started. All right, so we are making the helicopter. Make sure the kids have their papers horizontally, and remember to use that correct terminology. All right, so on the left side of the paper, we're going to make a pretty good sized circle. It can be more of an oval shape actually, but circular enough that you can draw inside of it. All right, so once you have this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the left side. I'm going to say boys and girls. We're going to go inside and we're going to draw like a sideways U like this. Watch. We're not going all the way to the back of the paper. And that is our window. Now, depending on how much room they leave themselves here, you're going to be drawing a door. I'm going to tell the boys and girls, we're going to draw an oval down here, and we're going to go up. This is going to be our helicopter door. Inside that helicopter door, I'm going to draw a window. You can make the window whatever shape you like. I think for this one, I'll just do also another oval. All right, now what I'm going to do, this looks more like a helmet right now, but it will be a helicopter. I'm going to come on top of the oval. I'm going to say, boys and girls, we're going to go to the top of the oval, and I'm going to make just a little curve that goes across the top. Then what I'm going to do, once they have that, I'm going to say, boys and girls, we're going to make a finger size wing. Helicopters have wings on the top, so I'm going to make about a finger size wing. And it's an oval shape. It's going to start and end at the top of the helicopter. I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make about a finger size wing. It's an oval shape. And there are my two wings. Now I'm going to come down below my oval, and I'm going to make a long rectangle. My rectangle is going to be right underneath, not too much longer than the actual helicopter. I'm going to curve it around, and I'm going to follow it all the way back. And I'm not going to close this side yet. I'm going to wait till they all have this, and then I'm going to go like this. Boys and girls, we're going to curve it around, go above that top one, and then curve it back down. These are the skids on the helicopter, or it will be. Now I'm going to tell them, boys and girls, we're going to make some vertical lines that are right underneath our helicopter body. So one on the left, one on the right. Those are the skids. Now we're going to make the tail part of the helicopter body. So I'm going to tell the boys and girls we are going to make a horizontal line that starts about the middle of the door. It's going to go like this. I'm going to go out, then I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to do another one below it, another horizontal line that sort of mirrors where we just were. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end here, and I'm going to go up, come down, and connect it to my bottom line. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top of this tail fin. I'm going to make a circle, and then I'm going to make a little tail rotor. Then another one. These are ovals that are like this one here. And that is our helicopter. Now, how did I color our helicopter? Now, notice I only did 2 on this one. I did 4 on my sample. And so you can do 4 if you want, but I like the idea of doing, I like how it looks better with the 2, I decided. All right, so I used my blue shading crayon, of course, to do my background because it's in the sky. You can color your helicopter whatever color you like, but I decided to do my rotors, the window, gray. I did my skids black, And then for my door, you can do the door whatever color you want, but my suggestion is you can make the window look like a window by making it yellow and then coloring around it. On my sample, I made the whole thing yellow, and I think it would look better if you did it with a different color as a contrast. All right, your helicopter doesn't have to be red, of course. You can pick blue, you can pick green, whatever color you think a helicopter looks good in. All right, so now we're going to move on to the writing. So let me talk to you about the writing. If you have been paying attention to my other videos on this subject, I like to do writing with a frame. So every time we draw something, the first sentence is always the same. It's whatever letter, here I'll use, this is my frame I use, whatever letter we do is the first sentence. So H is for helicopters. Now, I've told you before that you can use it with a frame that is blank. You can use it with a frame that has all of these words like dotted, so they just trace it. It depends where you are in the writing process. My purpose to doing this is so that they get weekly practice using the same format, and it gives them so much practice. With this one, a lot of it is copying, but this weekly practice gives them penmanship practice, it gives them sentence structure practice, it gives them spacing and punctuation and capitalization practice. It also gives them the idea that groups of words make sentences. So while this one may not be the best one for creating words, it's a wonderful one for writing. So every single week I do the same thing. So H is for helicopters. Once they've all copied their first sentence, everyone has to at least have that one. Then I'm going to say, excellent job. You are now ready for your blue sentence. Please, and this will be on the board. Copy this onto your paper. Copy the blue sentence down. And these are in different colors so that it's easier for me to reference. If they were all the same color, the kids, it's easy for them to get lost, especially when they're just learning to transfer from the board to their paper. All right. Oh, what did I say? Helicopters are fast, and you see the error. Sorry about that. I made the samples at 2 different times. I'll just switch this real quick so it matches. Helicopters are fast, and you can brainstorm words so that you guys have agreement about what you want to say, but I usually just had it written. Okay, helicopters are fast, and then the last one, if they've done this one and they do this quickly and they get really fast throughout the year, then you're going to do the next one. Did you know helicopters can move up and down? That's my last sentence. Notice they're using a different punctuation now, and I'm still going to be paying attention to how they form their letters. I'm going to have them erase it if they have trouble forming it properly, and I'll show them how, because they'll be writing in pencil, not marker like I did on here. I just did that so you could see it better. And lastly, the one thing I wanted to tell you is if they're having trouble copying it from the board, write it on a scratch piece of paper, a scratch piece of lined paper, because they need the modeling, and put it in front of them and have them copy it from the paper in front of them rather than looking at the board and coming back down. This is a harder skill, looking at a board and then back at your paper than looking at the paper in front of you. All right. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. I will be doing all of the letters. We are doing I next. I also have a bunch of videos coming up on things like St. Patrick's Day, some more task boxes, different games, that sort of thing. But for the moment, we're on the letter I next. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.